There are some cases when you want to combine the power of UserZoom, things like the QX score, click testing, or something else maybe, with the power of UserTesting's contributor network. It's the world's largest and highest quality panel in the world, as I said, not to double up. And somebody's going to combine those two things. And I'm going to show you today how to do it. Let's go. I'm going to share my screen here with you. And what you'll see is the create a test option in user testing has already been clicked. And I'm going to say I want to test a website. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to always pick website here. Now I'm given the option to build an audience or create a link. I want to build an audience because I want to recruit from user testing. Once I do that, the study is going to pop up. So I'm just going to call this testing UserZoom with UserTesting's panel. I'm going to go ahead and say select an audience. Now, I am not going to build out the audience for you, but I assume anyone who's watching this already knows how to build out an audience. There's plenty of videos I've done about how to recruit, but the basics, you go here, you pick things like your country, you pick household income if that's important to you, and so many other factors that are here. You can add screener questions down here. And when you are completed building out your recruit, your audience profile, your persona, you're going to say done. And it's going to save. You're going to see here, I've got my audience. Now, let's just say I'm going to put this up to 25. Before I build my test plan, I'm actually going to go over to UserZoom because that's where the test plan is actually going to be built. That's why I'm combining these two things. I want to do things in UserZoom that maybe haven't been migrated to user testing yet. So I'm going to come over here. We're just going to call this testing UserZoom with user testing, kind of similar to the last name I gave. We'll say next. This is going to be an unmoderated study, and we're going to do an advanced UX research test because I want to use some of the advanced features. This will be on a desktop. Create the study. Now, what it drops us into is the recruitment tab. Now, we don't want to recruit here. We're already recruiting from user testing. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to say recruit your own users. And we're going to add a segment. So I go here, click it. Now I can name the segment and it says number of participants. Now you'll recall I changed the other side on user testing to 25 to match up with what I knew would be the default here, 25 participants. And I get an option here for a multi-use link. This is a link that we're going to allow multiple people to just click the same link, take the test. There is options for single-use links if that's what you need, but in this case, when we're doing this combo, we're going to use multi-use link. I'm going to copy the multi-use link just so I have it, and then I'm going to go over to the study builder. In the study builder is where I'm going to define my actual test. So when I go to my navigation task, I'm going to give them something to do. I'm going to put them on a URL here. It's going to tell them maybe go to google.com, search for a new bed or mattress, whatever it is that I might be testing today. And I'm going to put in my descriptions and all my things about UserZoom. I assume that anyone who's watching this video already knows how to use UserZoom. And so I'm not going to belabor going through the actual test plan to build everything out. But you can see here, I talked about using maybe the QX score. I can click that in. It's going to put that into my test plan. So I build out my test plan here. I built out my audience and user testing. How do I combine the two? You will recall again on the recruitment tab, I copied the multi-use link. I'm going to go back over to user testing. Now I'm going to build my test plan. I'm just going to say create from scratch. And my starting URL, I'm just going to paste my URL that I got from UserZoom. This is going to be my actual trigger to take the test. So when they come into user testing, they start the test, they're going to be given a starting URL and they'll see the scenario. So the scenario here, you want to write something that again is descriptive about what they're doing. You may want to let them know you're going to be going to another platform to take the test. Don't close out of user testing. Leave user testing open because we want to ensure that all of the think out loud feedback, the recording, it's all captured. You're going to get all of that, the transcription, the sentiment analysis. You will still have that in user testing, even though the metric data for the actual activities that they're doing in the study is going to be in UserZoom. So make sure you tell them in the scenario, do not close user testing, leave it open, do your study in UserZoom. At the end of the UserZoom study, you want to make sure you tell them, go now, you can go over, you can go to user testing, make sure that you advance the step, wait till your video uploads, then end the test. So It's very easy to do, but you just need to make sure that you tell people about the handoff. Tell them here in the scenario, then in UserZoom, make sure you tell them to come back to user testing, finish the study in user testing after they finished it in UserZoom. So a couple of extra steps, but it does empower you to do a lot more with the power of both platforms. Hopefully, that's been enough information to get you started running combined studies, but with the power of UserTesting's panel and the power of UserZoom, some of their advanced features. That's going to be it for now, but I will see you soon.